Hello everyone, just a little video because I've had an idea pop into my head and I'm not sure whether it's a good idea or not, so I'm just looking for some advice. So we're at the video yard. You have to excuse the shaky camera work because I'm just holding the camera for this one. So at the minute what I've got with the video yard is 7 through lanes and 4 dead end sidings. And I'm quite happy with that, but in order to free up some more scenic space, I'm wondering if I should get rid of half of this. Okay, so you have to sort of bear with me as I try and explain this. So at the minute, the scenic bit ends just here. Because just beyond there's another point that brings this track around here. So, and I've got like a line that comes off there for what was going to be a really sort of small industry. I'm talking just like one line, you know, or like a siding or something. Nothing too much. However, if I were to get rid of all this bit here and only have those 5 lines, which with a bit of work maybe I could squeeze in 6, maybe. I could have a lot more scenic section, because what I would do is, if I can just bring a bit of board in without falling down the loft. So basically, that's where I'd have another back scene. Probably not that high because I'd need to get access to the back, but so you'd have the 5 lines at the back there, and then here you'd have back scene which would end probably about there, because I've got all that where that bit of wood is, so just sort of end there. And I could have this whole section down here as a proper, quite largish industry, maybe, you know, like maybe a coal mine or iron mine or anything really. It could be absolutely anything, but it would be more than a single line because I could have actual proper shunting. It'd give me space for like a little engine you know what I mean. It'd allow me to do a lot more scenic work, and it'd be different from the rest of the layout, which is kind of going to be more sort of village, town, countryside-y. So it would allow that, and then what would happen is the line would spur from there and sort of come around and into here. So it would actually expand the scenic section around here. And what I would do then is, where this bit of cork is, have that as the back scene, which would join up there. So that would be the fiddle yard at the back, and then the track for the main branch line would come out here, which would then give me all of this extra scenic space. Which is actually quite a bit. There's probably about 3 foot there of extra space. So A, I'd have extra space. B, it would allow me to do a whole extra scenic section and maybe some more interesting track work. But the downside is I'll be down to 5 lines, and if I wanted to keep one line free for, you know, for running in trains and stuff, then I'm technically only down to 4. But I might be able to work around that because I probably only have one long train running, which would take up all of the lines. So say on this one, if I had the D5000 class 24 pulling a whole huge merry-go-round sort of type wagon train, I could always just pull it into the other platform while then it would open up a free run, if you were, for running in locos. And then a lot of other stuff, because it is a branch line, you know, pick up goods trains would probably only take up, you know, at most half of one of those lines. You know, if I put a train on with 1 or 2 coaches, again, half, so you could probably fit in 2 per line. But it definitely would reduce my fiddle yard capacity. And there's not really much else I could do about that. There's not really options for putting it elsewhere or doing anything crazy with it. So, what do you think? Do you think it's worth sacrificing that fiddle yard space for a lot more scenics? Or do you think it's best to keep the fiddle yard space? Like at the minute it's empty because I don't have that much rolling stock anyway, but you know how it goes. As time goes on, you end up buying more and more and more. And a lot of the high detail stuff you don't want to be handling as much. So like coaches and wagons are absolutely fine, but it's when you get like, you know, like my Dapple Black Label A4, you just don't want to be handling it all the time, do you? In case you know, risk damaging it. So let me know what you think. I'm definitely intrigued by the idea anyway. It could add a lot more interest in this. You know what I mean? I could even bring out this board here a little bit, so there'll be even more space here. So yeah, I mean, maybe I could even bring it there, forward one. But you're gonna have enough room for the buildings and the truck work and stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll keep mulling over the idea and yeah. Obviously, if I did that, I wouldn't be doing all of this track work straight away because I want to have a go at some scenics for a bit. But it's something worth thinking about. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks all. Bye for now.